Toyota Warriors Post-Game Live is brought to you in part by Mancini Sleep World. Visit Mancini Sleep World for the year-end clearance sale or visit sleepworld.com. And by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires.
Let's go to the highlight zone, brought to you by Mancini Sleep World. How about a Pat Spencer?
Yes, sir.
No-look pass.
Magic Johnson.
Well, he tossed his eyes off. Yeah, there you go. To the big man.
Play.
What do you think?
That's a little lacrosse no-look right there. I see you. Magic Spencer right there, man. Come on.
Knew right where TJD was going to
Former
be.
incredible lacrosse player turned NBA player. That's incredible
That is
right
an
there.
absolutely
Good
wild
vision.
story. I know. Had 1 year of eligibility left. Okay, Andrew Wiggins.
Take
down
over,
three
Wiggs. And
for
one.
this game. Fouled twice on three-pointers in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
And one.
Yes.
That's what happens when you're a shooter.
All right, Wiggins.
Try to close up that space.
And
Yeah, Wiggs.
see, Wiggins, he's too casual to do the Steph thing, you know, the 1, 2, 3, 4.
What if he did it
Got
one day?
23 though, so I got that for you.
And then there you
Take
go.
over, JK.
The play drawn up for JK. Had to get this bucket sealed and a win right there. And it's the one that got.
for the game at the end. Put the ball in JK's hands.
What
This
player
is
doesn't want to be in that
incredible.
position?
Oh man, he said he was a little nervous when he got there. But
Yeah.
Man, he looked very comfortable to me.
Look at the team.
Yep,
Look
got
at
a
the-
chest bump.
Look at
for
the
both of
bench.
his
Look at
fellas.
the bench.
And then afterward, look at this. This was, I would frame this if I was JK. He put this over that bucket. Take over then. That is the ultimate compliment that you can have post-game. Your teammates loving your buckets, loving this win. A career high 33 points for Jonathan Kuminga. And both of you guys identified that in a game where the Warriors were playing shorthanded, this was a game that was ripe for Kuminga to take over, and he did. Offense on his mind.
Yeah, you've been looking for someone to close out a game. And they've lost all these games where they had leads, and the leads shrink, and then they go away totally. And tonight, the lead started shrinking, and it got down, I think it was 1 at one point. You know, it's like, oh my God, it's going to happen again. And it just, JK didn't allow it. You know, Wiggins got in there, but JK was the main man on the stretch in that fourth quarter. And so you forget sometimes that he's 22 years old, because during that fourth quarter, he looked like a veteran.
I mean, this is against one of the hottest teams in the NBA, in the Houston Rockets. They are actually 3-3 in clutch games this season. So this is a huge win for the Warriors. This is a huge confidence builder. And when you have a game where your stars aren't playing, this is a chance for you to build confidence in your bench, in your rotations, put guys in different positions that they usually are in. And tonight, JK succeeded, but a bunch of guys. Kevon Looney was incredible starting tonight. You got Brandon Pajemski with 12 rebounds.
Got himself
Andrew
together.
Wiggins.
Yeah.
Moses Moody had great minutes tonight. You know, Trace Jackson Davis. So you can go down the line, and this is just about figuring out how to use these guys. But this is a nice win for the Warriors to build on.
Yeah, no, you take it. And when you look at the statistic line, you know, you won the rebounding battle, you shot better, you had fewer turnovers, you know. So these are all little things, but these matter when it comes down to winning and losing a close game.
There's another line we need to look at, because Vegas noticed that Steph wasn't playing, Draymond wasn't playing. It's the odds brought to you by Grayton Resort and Casino. The Warriors came in 4.5-point underdogs. They covered, hit that money line. Festus, you didn't want to touch this one before the game. I understand.
Somebody walked away richer. I needed I know, there's on this panel.
Don't touch it.
A couple of y'all cannot have this conversation with me. So I needed my guys to have this conversation about this stuff.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
All right, when we come back, we need to do the Toyota look ahead, because this was a back-to-back for the Warriors. Come on back, y'all. Come on back. We're going to come back in, get the assist here. I love these little kids. But yeah, Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves coming. Let's take a look at that next.
Toyota Warriors Post-Game Live is presented by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places.
Here's a look at the Warriors' upcoming schedule, courtesy of our friends at Toyota. This was the first game of a back-to-back. The Warriors got it done with that W. They face the Timberwolves tomorrow, and then they'll see them again on Sunday. So consecutive games against the T-Wolves. T-Wolves coming in hot. Okay, they had a little bit of trouble. Remember Anthony Edwards talking about how the locker room's not the same. We're not as much friends anymore. But They've won 3 straight games. It feels like they're starting to put stuff together. They beat the Lakers by 29, the Clippers by 28. Ant comes in as the leader in the NBA in three-point shooting with the most made. This is a dangerous team. Another one, relentless on the schedule for the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, they started out of the gate, the first month of the season, they were just awful for their talent level. And everybody says, well, is it because they traded Cat and, right now you're trying to fit Randall in there? What is it? Naz Reid's not playing at his usual level, and Mike Conley's hurt. DiVincenzo's role is kind of all over the place. And so, but ever since Ant spoke up, it seems like they've turned some things around because this is a dangerous team. This team should be a top 4 team in the West. And for a while, they were like 11th and 12th. And so here they come.
On the rise.
And the Warriors are getting them now. They couldn't get them 2 or 3 weeks ago. They're getting them now.
It'll be nice to see Dante DiVincenzo, a fan favorite. I think
Oh,
our
yeah.
cameras will catch pregame, a lot of hugs, a lot of daps. What? Why are you smiling?
No, I was gonna go a different angle. I got to see Anthony Edwards this summer in the Paris Olympics, going next to Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, really taking notes the whole time, and next to Gareth Burke, obviously, in the Paris Olympics, and he was taking notes the whole time, really learning how to be the superstar that he is, really growing into that role, going to the next face of the NBA. So I'm excited to see him here in Chase Center, but that team is figuring it out. That's a team that made it to the playoffs last season, really strictly based on their defense. They were really they were #1 defense in the league, stifling, and they had this great chemistry. You wanted to see what they were going to do this season. They made a last-minute trade for Julius Randle, and so far they've been trying to figure out that chemistry. But that's a team that's very dangerous, very athletic, very big. They play 2 bigs tandem in Naz Reid and Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle could also be considered a big in some instances. So this is a team that is a different style from what the Warriors do. But if tonight is any indication of anything, playing small against playing big, you can have guys step in and fill in for that.
Naz Reid was 6th man of the year last year. And the Warriors, he's famous for crushing the Warriors.
Yeah.
And so now this year he's coming in and he's starting to warm up now. And the teams are warming up. So it's going to be a tough one, man.
This feels like a game to check the injury report. Okay, we're waiting to learn if
Yes.
Steph Curry can play, waiting to learn if Draymond Green can play. I feel like he might like to go up against Rudy Gobert. What do you think? If that's
Why do you think that, Carrot?
I don't know history. Big fan of history here. The Warriors ended their losing streak with a big win over the Rockets and a new career high.
Toyotathon is on.